Alright, let's get ready to activate Gold Base, and hopefully it doesn't suffer the same fate as Gold Squadron. Okay. Um, yes, okay, so to activate Gold Base, I'm going to need to cut away some of the extra bits here. Hopefully the drills are all working now. Let's go to Block Tools Drill. Yes, okay, so for whatever reason, the drills weren't working before, but they are now. Wonderful. We're going to go ahead and right-click drill through here so we can get some space going. Just so we can have enough room to start up the drill. Because we're not really looking for ice, we're looking for gold. Which is a key factor in making the ion engines. And it's good that we have tons of it, just kind of sitting around waiting to be dug up. Let's just come through here, and we can hear the bobs kind of twitching around. I think that's the second bob. Hold on. Let me get into the bobs. You, create a group. No, build, there we go. We'll call it the Bobs group. There we are. Alright, now I can add it to here, and we should be okay. Off. There we go. And back to you. Back to you, drill. Alright, more at 11. Now, let's see what we have. We have what looks like something that might be able to swing around. So let's go ahead and we'll park this so we have a little bit more time on it. And then we'll go ahead and just land, kind of. One of those was able to lock, right? Yeah, the front one. Okay, good. So let's go ahead and, whoa, that's not done. What do you need? More steel plates? There you go. Alright, everything got finished. So let me go ahead and check the rotor here. Our lovely little rotor. Let's go ahead and spin it at half an RPM. Half a rotation per minute. And, well, it's going to take about 2 minutes to finish a rotation, so we might as well do 2, just so it takes less time. Alright, let's go. Whoa, why is it at. Oh, that's the piston. Oh my god, hold on, that doesn't seem right. Okay, so let's just go 2. Yeah, much quicker. Alright, drills are going around. They are so far unobstructed, which is very good. I like Frank's world. It's very peaceful. There's not a lot of, you're about to end in certain doom. Okay, yeah, so this can go around just fine. Alright, so let's go ahead and, our batteries are not charging presently, but they are going to charge soon, I guess. Let's go ahead and activate the drills and start getting everything going. So let's go ahead and go to the drills, set them all to on. I should put a button panel. That could be a nice upgrade to Gold Base. And then I'm going to take all the pistons, throw them in a group. Let's take all the pistons. Nope. Helps if I spell it right. Alright, throw you all in a group. And is there one for or vertical? Yeah, there is. Okay, so I should take the one that is white and remove it. Okay. So pistons, remove the one on this grid. There we go. Now I can go ahead and tell them to progress at what? Alright, so I just flew over to the base just to kind of check, and it's 0.04, I believe, just so we can use a value that we know that works. And then we'll go ahead and throw them in reverse, and we'll see how that goes. We should gather a little bit of ice and tons of stone, which gets ejected out here, which has already been doing. Very good. And all we need left is for a little bit of a connector, so we just need a bunch of steel plates. That's simple enough. We'll go ahead and just attach with P, even though she would never use P, but I'm going to use P anyways. Just because P does landing gear and connectors, so you can just accidentally do everything bad. And yeah, it doesn't usually end well. Whoa, we're going to fly through here. There we go. There we are. And there was a suggestion last time to use sorters so I don't accidentally have all the steel plates sucked out of my inventory, which does tend to happen, which is kind of annoying. But for now, I'm just going to, just chuck this stuff in real quick, because I could probably do this a little bit faster than I could to build a sorter and everything. 302, that doesn't seem that bad. Alright, I went ahead and just grabbed all this stuff just so we could have a little bit more going for the base, and we don't have to deal with, running out of materials and whatnot. So we'll go ahead and fly on over to Gold Base. Hopefully it hasn't seized up, because it is kind of often that I spin the rotor too quickly and it starts whacking into things. Alright, forget this thing has absolutely terrible everything. Well, it's very balanced in the amount of thrusters, but I like being able to slow down quickly, and I never build my ships to be able to do that. But because it never looks great. It always looks kind of funky. Alright, so let's go ahead and kick these bobs on. We got tons of time for that. Oh, we'll just throw out a big rock. I think the bob's trying to collect the big rock. That's okay. We'll just connect here. And I'm going to take the bobs and turn off the collect. Alright, I just shut off the stone and gravel collection. Should be good from here. Alright, go ahead and kick the bobs back on. And we should be good for you to continue building, yep, little things like this connector. There we go. And some other stuff will probably get built in the process. Wonderful. So we have all of this going. I don't know why these are here. I can't remember why these are here. They're gone now. Yeah, this is just going to go ahead and dig. Very wonderful. I wonder if these took damage or... No, they're just being filled to max. Not a great thing. Let's go ahead and turn the bobs back off. They were just there to do that connector. And we'll go onto the connector and grab the little bit of ice that we've picked up. Just so that we can have some more on the base, because why not waste it, or let's not waste a trip. Alright, so let's go ice on the local grid. Oh wait, no. On any storage inventory, ice on the local grid only. Or actually, storage inventory is on the local grid only. There we go. I am all over the place with that. Okay. We'll just chuck it in the generators and whatnot, because this thing's has grabbed a ton of ice, which is wonderful. Also, kind of not. Okay, so that's every little bit of ice that looks like I can hold. Go ahead and detach and realize that, yep, it's too heavy again. That always seems to be the case. Okay, Bobs, you just go ahead and remove some stuff. I'm going to land here. Oh yeah, that's what I was going to try to do. I was trying to tell the Bobs not to do... Alright, there it is, slightly down from the top. Weld to functional only. Go ahead and help other Bobs, and then we can kick it on, because then we're not wasting all the steel plates on everything. It doesn't look like I'm connected. Hold on. Let's do a connection so I don't burn through all this fuel, and we'll just wait. This can run while it sits here. It doesn't bother me. These are just kind of swinging around, picking up stuff. It's gonna be a while till it gets down to the gold. We got 50 more meters to go, and a big pile of rocks, which will despawn because we're just gathering so much of it, which is lovely. Because imagine that pile of rocks after that'd be done. We just have this big mound. It wouldn't end well. Okay. So we've got stuff. We can now leave. We don't have to deal with that much longer. The Bobs were doing stuff, but I guess grind only to complete is not including the armor blocks, which were allowed, but they didn't go, so that's fine. I'll go ahead and shut this off and, gently come home. Then, so once we get some more, once we get some more ion thruster components, we should be able to build a new Frank, or repair Frank, and build the new ship, which I need to be able to lift off so I can get into doing. There we go. Okay. We were not lifting off there for a moment. And we have a docking camera, don't we? I thought I put a docking camera on this thing. It's usually kind of something I put on all the ships, but for now, I guess not. There we go. Now we're attached. And now we are looking for creating the bigger ship. We can actually start that now. Wow. Feels like it's been forever. Sadly, though, I'm really not too sure how I want to go about this. There's a lot of ways I can build a Mars landing, a ship that's capable of going to Mars and leaving. But none of them I could really think I would know how to do, so let's just go ahead and start. Well, the only experience I have with flying a ship to Mars in survival resulted in it crashing because I wasn't paying attention, and the big ship just plowed straight into the surface, and that hurt. That hurt inside. It was pretty bad. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to remove everything from the duck that isn't the jump drive, just so that I have a little starting platform and I know what I want to build around. So I'm going to go ahead and find the base Bobs and tell them, or figure out what their weld or grinding color is. Alright, I've created the group called base Bobs and all the Bobs so that I can indeed pick the current color, toggle that so everything has it, and then we can go ahead and set things this kind of yellowish to be ground down. Alright, that's a doing it. I'm going to start off with the outside so we don't drop too many things. I don't want to lose a lot of material with this. I do want to make sure I preserve as much of the thrusters at least as possible. Just because they're kind of, quick to be destroyed. And quick to lose the very valuable components, the thruster components and whatnot. So once those start going, I can lop this whole section off. Don't worry about this. Just got to make sure I don't accidentally hit the jump drive and tell it to grind that down. And this should be every bob going and grinding things down now. I had selected all the bobs, so this should be all of them doing us a grind. All right, there we go. I don't know if I colored that. There we go. Okay, so we're just gonna tear down the duck ship here for a little bit. Kind of sad to see it go, but it was built for one very quick purpose, and that was trying to get to a beacon that was actually really far away. I misjudged. Actually, I didn't realize it was that far away. So, but I do like the little spinning antenna. I'm going to try to include that from now on. Oops, I added a whole bunch of components to the build planner. Didn't plan for that. Okay. So let's go ahead and see what else we can lop off. This, the remote control, all that. This gyroscope. Alright. Things should start coming off of this fairly quickly. And I'm just kind of using this to stall for time so I can try to think of a way to do this, because I'm not entirely sure how I want to go about building this. There's one of many ways. One way I can just build like a big box, fly the big box over there, Or the other way I can start with like a rough layout of what I want to do, and then use that rough layout to build like the thrusters and put in the gyroscopes and maybe some of the oxygen components and stuff like that. That's I guess the proper way to do it, and I don't typically do things the proper way, but it is the way that I did the that big ship from the exploratory series. The kind of, it kind of looks like the counselor ship from what do you call it? From Star Wars, the Phantom Menace, the first one, or the fourth one. It depends on who you're asking. But yeah, that one looks really cool, and I really like the way it came out. And but it's also like so many other people have done it, so it's just like, okay, well, I can kind of get a feel of how it's supposed to be by looking at those. So, but this one I have nothing to go off of. This is just entirely starting from nothing. I will try to make it look like the duck, but that's about it. That's about all I can think of. So we're gonna see how this turns out, because I'm just gonna lop those off, because for some reason the bobs are just taking a day and a half to grind this thing down. It's probably because their regions aren't all in the right place, but that's okay. Now that we have this color and we have so much power coming in, I still love this ginormous solar panel. It's beautiful. Let's go check on Gold Base while that's going, and we'll get a good idea of how this is doing. It is doing swell. That 2 RPM is actually pretty decent for that rotor. Wonderful. And we're probably full of nothing. That's empty. That's wonderful. Just ice. That's good. So we're just dumping all this extra stone. Little pile of stone. I love it. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and continue back. Yeah, we're just going to turn off these names. There we go. Just so we can have a nice clear screen. Because there's so many of these points. And that's my fault. I can just turn off those GPS coordinates. But I haven't done that. Not sure if I should leave a battery. I'm not sure if that's going to impact the what do you call it? I'm not sure if that's going to impact the connector state. That might. I don't recall if that's a thing. I'm pretty sure it's not, but I don't want to chance it. Okay, so we're just going to leave this one battery, which is completely discharged. Oh yeah, so if it's completely discharged, we might as well just lop it off. Okay, just going to remove it. There we go. There we go. This is all getting cut up and put together into something beautiful, or removed to be in the future put together to be something beautiful. Okay, so I'm trying to think now if I know I want to keep that duck bill shaped bridge, because I kind of like the way that looked, but I want to put some glass on the bottom so you can see down, because we're gonna be landing on the Martian surface, and then I want to put a little almost like a hanger, so that I can have move the camera, so that I can have a little rover or something that'll just go ahead and just roll around the planet, or some compact version of that miner there. And I still want to take this miner along so that I can. Oh, something fell. I heard something fall. Whoa, something fell really far. It was an old connector. I don't mind that. I was thinking I want to be able to take this ship along because it is pretty cool and it does work really well for mining. But I also want to make a more atmospheric one because I do believe... Oh, that's gone. Okay. I do believe that... wait a minute. This has gotten through this platinum already, right? Yeah, it did. Okay. So we do have quite a bit of platinum now. Good, good. I wasn't sure what was going on. Let's go ahead and pull this all the way up. I'm getting distracted, but let's go ahead and reverse that. I think that gets high enough that I don't have to worry about anything, because then I can tell it to start lopping off these drills, and then I can, do another big sweep of the area and grab more platinum and more other materials. So we'll start here if we do a what do you call it? A smaller version of this, but there is the slight issue that it is already below the surface of the ice, so... Ooh. But I think... there goes the thruster just, like, falling off. But if I look at this... Oh, it's not damaged. Okay, I thought it got damaged from that slight fall, which I was going to use as evidence for me not just turning the whole thing yellow. But I guess I was wrong. And it's good to be wrong, because you learn. Alright, well, if you learn. Alright, so let's go ahead and I'm going to lop it off up to here. Maybe here. That's already super... it's not going to reach all the way down there. We got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 meters down. I don't think that's 70 meters down from here, so let's go ahead and look straight down. There's no platinum indicator. Ore detectors on the base. Let's turn them on. And there we go, normal display. Please connect me. There we go. Ore detectors. Turn it on. Alright, and we have... Oh, come on. I know the platinum's down here. It's sitting right here. It just can't see it. Okay, well, that's fine. I'll turn the ore detector back off. Meteor storm inbound. Or this one off. Okay. Oh, it's 50 meters. That was a small ship ore detector. What happened to the huge one that was on the base? I thought I'd put a big one on here. I guess I didn't. Alright, that's okay. Oh, look at that. We're just packed full of everything. I haven't used these in a little while because... Oh my gosh, we also have a lot of ice. I didn't realize that. Hold on. Ice in the inventory. Let's go ice. We don't have any ice. You are incorrect. Little display. I wonder what you're connected to and why that's wrong. I don't know. Okay. But we have no ice on the base. Oop, that's a roof. Hold on, I'm hitting the ceiling and the roof at the same time. So let's go ahead and pull these back and maybe just to here. No, because I'd have to go here to get some of the ice. Then I'd have to go here to get the rest of it. Ooh. I'd very much like to get this ice. And I do have to start off at the top. This is extended all the way. I can use that as an extra piston to come down with. Alright, we'll start here. Let's go ahead and knock you, and then we'll start pushing back as these grind down. I don't have to leave them. I can just leave them off. Okay. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The fifth one has to be a drill. Okay. I'm still kind of letting my brain just kind of think of how I want to do this, because it's gonna be a while. That one's gonna be maybe a few parter, because I'm not great at building ships. The currently the big ship that I built took weeks. Not weeks like constantly. I don't have a ton of time to play, but just weeks of me just popping in and out, as I do here. I just play every couple days for an hour or two, and then and then I upload them. But some people don't even have that hour or two of time. It's pretty crazy. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and move upwards here. There we go. So we'll take off 2 more pistons. And I think if I go ahead and just extend these pistons, we can see how deep they can get. Oh, I'm going to get something dropped on my head, aren't I? Oh no, it's not doing it in order. That's good. Okay, so... This is probably too high still, so I might have to take off this 3rd piston, but we're going to go with these 5, just see how deep they go. And if they go deep enough, then I'll go ahead and allow that to be... I want it to at least get to the platinum layer. That's the whole thing. So we'll take these pistons. That's E. DI is the base one, so we'll go... Oh, we'll just leave them. We'll leave them alone for now. We'll leave the group alone. Hold on. Energy's low. Let's go -1 and reverse it. Whoa, -1 gets pretty quick when you multiply it by all the printers, or all the printers. All the drills, or pistons. There we go. All right, that is presently not deep enough to get all of the platinum. So I will need all of the drills. Kind of sucks, which I think maybe it is deep enough because I have the one drill attached to the base, and if I kick that one on, I'll probably get just low enough to have enough. But I don't know if currently it's low enough to grab the ice and the platinum. Whee. Alright, let's see what we got. We probably have another 10 meters or so. So not having all those pistons wasn't necessary, but I'm going to need more. So we'll just go -1. There we go. It's pretty slow for being just one. Alright, and we will now be able to get through all the platinum. And we probably, okay. So this is platinum capable, I'll call it. So let's all the pistons to retract. Go ahead and just reverse yourselves. And we'll somehow try to make it so it grabs these. I don't think that's going to happen, but, you know, we can try. Okay, so let's go ahead and just throw this stuff on so we can get started. I'm going to need everything for this. Okay, hold on. We need to grab steel plates. We've got 12,000 steel plates. And for some reason, clicking them doesn't take them, but dragging them takes them. So whatever works. Okay. Let's go back to plates because we need to grab some interior plates as well. Let's throw back 50 of them. That should allow me at least a few steel plates. 30. Okay. So let's not make it that color. Let's make it the white. And we'll need to come across for the drills, which we need 6, which has those. All right, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. The 5th one has to be a drill. Yeah, okay. So it's not high enough. Oh, I'd very much like this to be a little bit taller. I'm not sure how I could pull that off. Okay, I'm gonna remove this last one, and we'll see what happens. Oh, great. Let's go ahead and pull in here, grab the yellow, change all of these to yellow. I think I changed the rotor to yellow. I'm not sure. Yeah, okay, that is the grinding yellow, and we've missed those. They're gonna get destroyed. Oh no, they're not. They ended up just fine, and apparently in the range of the bobs. Okay, that's fine. Fine by me. All right, then we're gonna go ahead and take this one and switch its color. Hopefully the pistons can reach down all the way. I don't think they're gonna be able to, but I'm gonna check. It's definitely what's gonna happen. I'm gonna build the rotor and the little piece and see if that's low enough. Okay, so let's grab all the drills. Not the drills, the pistons. All reverse. That'll get down pretty quick. Can I do the dampeners to that? I think so. I don't know what I did the dampeners to. All right, whatever. All right, this is as far as it goes now. One whole piston off is actually pretty significant. Okay. I'm not thinking I can grab that ice now. That's probably not something I can do. I can detach this whole thing, attach it to the base with that merge block, and put a second piston there. That might give me that little bit further range to get some ice and platinum. That's a big maybe. Because right here, and then we build the little thing down. It's not going to be much further. Okay. Yep, I noticed my inventory is full. Okay, that's probably not going to do well. So we're gonna. Not sure what I want to do about this. All right, let's just go for the merge block thing. That's going to be a lot quicker. So let's take the pistons and reverse them. Then we'll go ahead and start building out from here in the ignore color, which I can access from there because this is a cargo container. Come on. There we go. Let's go bob. All the bobs. What is your welding ignore color? I don't know. We're going to set it, though. All right, it's pink. Wonderful. And I think I just accidentally set the one thing to be the wrong thing. So we'll just come out 2, and we'll go in a few. And we'll plop a piston onto here in the building color. Just any building color will do. Plop a merge block on the end of it. That one. There we go. Merge block, please. Thank you. Then we just do the same, but without a piston, just so it's a little easier. Then we'll just plop a merge block onto you. Then, if I do this correctly, it should be able to ever so slightly scoot forward, merge to the place. Oops. Okay, that's fine. Merge to the place, then I can detach it from that piston, put another piston, and then reattach it, and we should be okay. This probably isn't going to go well, but let's try it anyways. Okay, so let's go ahead and extend you ever so slightly into the other merge block. I think I might have done this wrong, but we'll see. Because now it's on this grid, but it's still attached to the rest of the place, so I should be able to lop these off without too much issue. Okay, and then while I'm here, I might as well do piston so we can extend it out that way or bring it in. I don't see that being an issue. Okay, come on. That's very slow. Yeah, when it's not a bunch of pistons doing it, that's extremely slow. Okay, let's try a little bit quicker. Let's go 0, 0, 1. Nope, I should have did 5. My head said 5, or internally I'm like 5, and then I'm like, no, that's probably too quick, so it's 1. Alright, come on, merge blocks. You can do it. You can get there. It's ever so slightly higher than the other one. I just realized that. I might have to bring it down a little bit, but that's okay. Alright, they're about to be touching, so I'm going to turn off the piston. Oh, I think it just merged. It did merge. Okay, cool. The whole grid kind of like twitched. So yeah, okay, so we're merged now. So now I can go ahead and start lopping this off. Oh, my inventory's full. That's fine. Bobs will collect those. Yep, they did. Okay. So let's take this piston and let's retract it all the way. Piston. Oh, it helps if I don't tap the keyboard in the wrong order. I'll just plop a blue one on top of there. And we should be able to continue with this and just build off onto that. Well, we'll see. Okay. Now that we have the 2 there. Originally, I think I did have 2 there. Like, we're back into the original orientation of this. And then I could put a piston just kind of going this way. That'll be backwards, but it might be okay. Just so I can take it and I can take the whole thing and draw it in. Or draw it out. Okay, so I can have 1 retracted and 1 straight piston so I can draw it in and out. Okay. So, I know my inventory's full. Okay, hold on. Empty my inventory so I don't drop stuff all over the place and risk losing some. I know it doesn't matter because I have so much, but I don't want to be wasteful. Okay. In here. Really? Why aren't you? Oh, it's full. It's packed full. Okay, let's go to an empty cargo container. Frank small cargo container? Sure. That'll do. Let's take 100 of those back and we should be good. Okay. So I'm going to lop all these off. Already full. No. Okay, that's fine. So now let's bring this up to level with here, which is probably 7 meters, maybe 6. Okay, let's try 6 meters as a maximum distance to test my ability of kind of eyeballing it. Was my eyeball successful in determining the height? The world may soon know. Oh, it was wrong. It was very wrong. Oh, we're still off. Okay. So let's try 5. Oh, dang it. Doesn't put me straight in the piston. That doesn't put me in the piston either. Sheesh. Okay. This one without a name. Is it this one without a name or is it 2 without a name? Nope. It's this one. Yep, okay. I could have just checked which piston had the height set. That would have been smart. Alright. Go back. Let's see if it's 5. 5 looks about right. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and drop a conveyor tube on there. And then, you know what? For sake of future proofing, let's drop a conveyor on there. Then we're going to pop a piston on there. And then a piston going the other way. But I'm going to extend it. So I need to pull these ones back a little bit. Should have put a cargo container, because that's the standard, but I keep forgetting that. This, but just on the local grid. That one's full. That one's empty. Okay. Dump that, and that. Don't need those. I should be able to handle at least 1 or 2 or more of these. Okay, there we go. Maybe 3. Yeah, it wasn't 3. Alright, now I should be able to extend this piston and connect them via... Oh, how do I connect those? Well, that's a little bit of a conundrum. So 2... Oh, wrong size grid. Okay, so I'm going to do 2 cargo containers. 1 on each end. Then on the top, I'm going to do a merge block. This is going to get silly really quick. I hope Clang isn't watching. Lord Clang, forgive me. Alright, for I do something very, very dumb. Alright, let's see. Merging you to you. Once he figures out where the head of the merge thing is. Alright. Now this is a lot closer than fully extended. I just realized that. Alright, but I can drop this one down ever so slightly. So let's take this piston and drop it to like 5.8 or 5.8. 4 point, let's go 5. Because I did the wrong estimation last time, so I'm gonna try to make up for that. My energy's low again. Dang it. Okay. So now we can take you and extend you just a little bit. So we won't be able to draw the piston in. Well, you know what? What I can do is I can lop this off to this cargo container. So that's where this whole thing is connected. So I can't lop off any further. So I can lop it off to the cargo container and continue from there. Alright, so let me turn all these that yellow so that we can get a good kind of deal on there. Alright, and while that's going, I'm going to go ahead and get more energy. Let's see here. There we go. I'm just going to fly on through here and plug in. I love how quick the medical station is compared to the little tiny survival kit on the tiny ship. It's horrible. That little kit, I was dying and it was like, you're fine. And then I died. That was the other day on the in the world with all the spiders. First time landing in that place too. Ooh. I did not know they came out of the ground like that. That was just creepy. Alright, so let's go ahead and plop you. Actually, if I merge them, it should just connect the 2 cargo containers. I didn't even think about that. Okay, hold on. Don't build that. Don't build that. Please work, grinder. Sheesh. I was clicking and it was just like, you're not clicking. It didn't believe me that I was clicking. Okay. So now that that's going, I should be able to scoot this over just a little bit. 0.1. Actually, let's just do 2. Alright, so now it's going to extend and we should have, hopefully that's close enough that it doesn't bug anything. we shall see in a moment. once it ever so slowly bumps into things. I don't want to do things too quick because that's when Clang tends to rear his head and things start moving fast, and I'm not sure if what I'm doing is going to upset anything. Feels a little complicated. But it also seems like, oh, that is now lower than it was. Okay. Well, this looks about the same height as they were when they merged successfully last time. But I do remember at some point, either it be in the series or me just messing around, I got 2 merge blocks that just wouldn't merge no matter how nicely I lined them up. But this isn't that case, so let's go ahead and lop these off. That's fine. Our inventory will be collected. Okay, so now we have this crazy little thing that now we have 2 pistons to move it up and down and pistons to slide it back and forth, which is kind of ridiculous, but that's okay. So we're going to turn off this piston. So we're going to go piston. I don't know what to name that one. Extend out, extend in. So we'll call this pull in, and the other one push out. Pull in. So we'll go base piston pull in, and then we'll call this one base piston push out. I think I'm getting a little bit better at names. Piston push out. And then I'm also going to turn it off. And then we'll grab these two and we'll call them base pistons. I don't know. Base piston height. There we go. And then we'll height 1 and height 2. Okay. Let's grab pistons again. And piston DI3. Replace with base piston height 2. There we go. Something more reasonable. Okay. And then that's piston 2 is just scrap. I'm going to lop this off now. Hopefully nothing falls. Okay. It shook though. But it did not fall, which is good. Okay. So let's just chuck everything we don't need in this cargo container. We are bouncing. It's bouncing. It's like there's wind or something. Or it's just responding because it has been bouncing. Or since it's been, connected and disconnected. Okay, let's go ahead and switch this to yellow so we don't have to deal with it. Just delete it all. There we go. Then now we're good. After all this convolution, it seems to work. Okay, so let's go ahead and raise it up all the way so I can put that piston back down there, which I'm probably going to need another one. Okay, so let's you're on base piston height. So we'll call them base pistons height. I'll notice that it's a group. All right, so it should be up top or not. Here, hey, there we go. Base pistons height. So let's go ahead and move them both up at 5 meters a second. Woo! That was quick. Okay, and this one must be off or something. Hold on. Toggle it. It doesn't want to move up any further than it is. Did I break this one? Is this one stuck now? Hold on. Let's reverse it. Oh, it's at its max height. That makes sense. There we go. Now I can plop like 3 or 4 onto this thing. Oh, as it continues to move upwards. Oh, it is bouncy. It is extra bouncy. This is not great. Alright, let's go 2. Just to kind of make up for that other piston in height. Maybe 3. Maybe 3 will do it. I'm not too sure for 3. Because I feel like if I do 3, I might just be encountering the same problem I had earlier. But you know what? Doesn't hurt to try. Okay. We have a lot of resources, so we don't need to spend a lot of time on this. So, advanced rotor, please. Thank you. Looks like we might be a little too low. We'll see. We've also scooted over a little bit. Okay. That's fine. I did not have any more interior plates. Let's grab as many as I can hold. I can only apparently hold 2. That's not great. Let's go ahead and plate. I'll throw all the other stuff back. Hopefully it gets sorted. I think it's on, so it sorts in the middle of the inventory. Okay, then we'll grab. Oh no! You know what? I need that many of those and that many of those. Okay. Now I can go ahead and do this. All right, towards the thing that I need to go towards. So 1, 2, 3, 4. The 5th one, definitely a drill. You know, just to be safe, the 5th one's gonna be a drill again. Okay. Drill. 1, 2. Oh, that was ever so slightly too low. Dang it. These won't go any higher. Dang it. And that little tiny bit I'm gonna get off that rotor. Let's try it. This one advanced rotor. Can I pull it back 40 centimeters? Is that enough? That does not look like enough. And it is very not enough. Okay, so back to deleting these things. Yellow. Delete. Oh, not extract, but delete. Okay, come on, Bubs. There you go. Okay. I want to make sure it doesn't start lopping off these ones before I get there. Okay, we're going to have to do 1 less piston. And that's okay. We'll just take the rotor and extend it out as far as it goes. Alright, back to that grayish color. It's pretty much like a gray. A shade of gray. Okay. There we go. All that gets lopped off. The rest of that too. My build planner, it must have, yeah, it has a battery in it. That's why I keep picking up battery parts. Alright, there we go. Back to the rotor. Back to doing this thing again. I feel like it's kind of entertaining to do when it's doing that little bit over there to that thing. Okay, so let's go 2, 3, 4, and that's 3, 4. Fifth one's a drill. And then we'll do 4 more out on the drill. So that way, we can start cutting down everything else. And I do not want to do 2 RPM because this is going to be very quick at the end. So maybe we'll do 1 or half. I'll go ahead and turn on the drills to see. Actually, I'll have to be able to get... I'll have to be on this grid. Let's see. Call them all these drills, except that one. Call them the minor, or base mining drills. There we go. And we'll go control them through there. All of them are on. And, oh, they are picking up some ice, which is good, because I wanted them to pick up ice. We can go to the rotor. Ooh, the whole thing is swinging around. Okay. Base pistons height. Inertia tensor, please. Base pistons in and out. Out. That's a weird way to say out. Alright, and then what is piston 2? Is that one of these? It's probably one of these. Okay. So these ones, I'm going to copy, not that value. I'm going to copy... Okay, it's 004, so we're going to go into them and go... This kind of looks stable. Alright, so now we're going to go to the advanced rotor. Let it do its thing. Let's try 1 RPM. Because it gets pretty quick towards the end. Alright, that's not too bad. It's kind of like jumping around for whatever reason. We'll push it down a little bit so we can see how it mines. And then we'll go... that's fine. Alright, so we're shaking quite a bit. I don't like that shaking. Do we have like an emergency detach? Can I shut that off? Safety detach. 5 meters. Okay, so it is stuck on. That's fine. If I inertia tensor it? No, I'd have to do that with the rest of the pistons, and that might affect how it spins. Okay, so that looks like that might be pretty slow compared to what I'm trying to do. But there's really only one way to find out. Activate the pistons. Oh, spell it correctly first. There we go. All right. Go. We'll call it drill pistons. There we go. And now they're just gonna ever so slowly dig. Alright, sweet. So, since that's going, this is now lopped down. I've had a little bit of time to think about how I want to do this. I'm thinking this is going to be like a central part of the ship. Like I'll have like a maybe an elevator shaft further away from it so it doesn't damage it. Because that little elevator that this little like the elevator I was trying to build down there, but actually working, it sometimes can like bump into things and damage them. So I might not go for that so close to the drive. But I'm gonna switch to that white color, and we're gonna switch to a clean armor. Nice and brand new. We'll clean up the jump drive, even though it doesn't seem to remove any scratches from there. Just changes this texture, which is nice. Okay. Clean that up. Accidentally grabbed tons of stuff. Oh, nope. Just want a little bit of that. Energy low again. So quick. I guess I'm flying around and doing a lot, so let's just jump in before the door closes. There we go. I got kicked back, and that door didn't appreciate that. Oh, I just drained all the air from the place. Dang it. I was just trying to check and see if that rotor was still in there. It isn't. Okay. So now the base should be grabbing more ice. We have that massive storage section, so I'm not too worried about any gathered materials. And this is still going. I want to wait until it catches some ice, because it hasn't gotten there yet. No, it's still not low enough to grab ice. Oh, it is. There it is. Okay. So we'll see how different the ends are to each other. If the pistons end up being, or if the drills end up being kind of level with the ground by the time they get over there, I feel like that might be a little too quick. Because when we reach ground, now we're going to be a little bit above the pistons. Okay. So we're going to change that from 04 to 03. That's going to slow this down a lot. I'm just going to let it get stuck. We'll go ahead and let that get stuck. And we're going to check on gold base, which is doing extremely well. Look at this, the length of those pistons. It doesn't look like we've gotten through the gold yet. Where's the gold at? The gold is over there. Did I miss? Did I miss the gold? Are all the pistons extended? Did I really miss the gold? Oh, really? Well, it looks like the gold's probably over here somewhere. Yep, here's the gold. I missed the gold. By a little bit. But that was still a miss. There's the center. That's where the drills should be. But the drills are over here. That's great. Okay. Well, gold base isn't doing very well at gathering what its name says. So far it just has ice. It's just a fancy ice base. Okay. Or it's just a little bit of a weird ice base. Okay, let's turn off the drills. We'll grab all the pistons and bring them back up. Pistons, go ahead and reverse at 1 meter a second. Should be pretty quick. I'm going to go ahead and try to scoot it over so it's just right above here. Instead of over there, I'll have to do a retracted piston with the merge block. That'll probably do it pretty well. Oh boy, okay. So this piston can start up there. That one can come down, but I'm going to check and see. Let's see, let's just grab a drill real quick. Got my nice drill. I'm going to go straight down from the center here. I do not believe there's any ore further down. No, it's just more rocks. Okay, that's fine. So I'm going to have to take, even though I turned, it's kind of weird. It's kind of hard to tell when you're turning. Okay, so I'm going to have to take this and extend it out, what, 20 more meters? Let's go see towards the center. Center, where's the gold at? Gold be near. Gold base is 25 meters that way, so I might need 2 pistons, just so I can ensure that it's right up here. This looks like this is the center now. Dang it. Okay, so I think the center is probably over here somewhere. That's fine. This can be done pretty quickly. I just did it a minute ago, so might as well. I need to be able to raise it up more then. Or I can lop all that off. Yeah, let's go ahead and grab that ship and right-click mine all that. But while this is building, so let's go ahead and leave this piston up. I need to be able to connect up here. I think I can get on the side. Yes, I can. Generally not a safe thing to do for constructing. There's some gunfire going on. Oh, those meteors. Okay. So I need to... Whoa. Some of it shot over there. Hope it doesn't shoot gold base at some point. Okay. Let me just do this really quick, and then I'll be back to you. I did just realize something. Well, I realized it a moment ago. That you could just do this. This works just fine. There's no gap or anything in those. So I was very, very cautious about lopping that off because I was scared it was just going to drop that whole drill. But no, it looks like we're good. All right, cool. So this is a pretty nice way to go about it. So we just add the pistons and then connect it. Isn't bad. It might have a little bit of trouble because there's the end of it's going to be a subgrid, but we'll see. Let's go ahead and grab just a few of those. Not too much to do there. Then we might as well take a third one. No, that's too much. Okay, they're offset a little bit too much. So we are going to have a little bit of trouble here because it's not going to want to be connected to both of these. So we will need a merge block here, but that's about it. Okay, let's go ahead and take this, plop a little merge block, take the end of that. Actually, take this over and then merge block. We got to do it above, or else we're not going to be able to connect it. And then this, the same thing. We just need to go, well, if I put a cargo container here, and I do a cargo container here, by the time it merges, the cargo containers will be connected. And we'll have just a little bit more storage on this base. Okay. Now we go up and then merge block, which is not going to work. Great. Oh, yeah. Okay, that was it. This just is a merge block. There we go. Okay, so now I should have the stuff to at least build one of those pistons and the merge block, hopefully. I probably don't. Let's check. Let's go into here, knock that off, put a welder. And we'll just build up this piston. Nope. This one. Okay, whatever little bit that we can. That merge block, no, and that one, no. We do need large steel tubes for those, so that's probably not going to happen anytime soon. But we can dump the interior plates. We definitely don't need those. We do need the motors and small steel tubes, most likely. Alright. Alright, 2 merge blocks, 2 pistons, 2 cargo containers. So I'm going to add those to the build planner. So we'll just go merge. 2 merge blocks, 2 pistons, and 2 cargo containers. Wonderful. That should be everything I need. I'll transfer it to the little ship, and then we'll drive it over there. And we'll call it a day, because I still can't figure out what I want to do with that thing. Oh, and I was looking at this. Or I need to look at this. Alright, looks good. It's going a little bit too fast on the downward stroke. It is catching and jumping and hitching and hiking. Alright, let's go grab the pistons. Drill pistons. Let's go ahead and slow you guys down. 0.03. Just a little bit slower. Hopefully that helps keep the drills from breaking and knocking everything apart. Or just getting stuck, which sucks as well. Okay, cool. So that's going to make a little bit of a dent, but then we can always just move it up, add more drills, move it up, add more drills. You know, and then eventually I'll have a problem where I'm running into those cargo containers, but we'll have gathered a lot more materials, which is very good. Okay, let's go ahead and check the base for ice, because I see that those containers are full, which means we have a whole bunch of ice just sitting on standby again. Wonderful. We've now gathered enough ice to fill all of the large hydrogen tanks. Yay. Alright, so let me go ahead and disconnect this thing. No fuel as in no reactor fuel, which is okay. And I'll go ahead and do the wonderful process of dumping all that stuff in. And I should have taken that commenter's advice and put the stuff so I could just drag it all in, but I am here now. That didn't take it. That hardly took any time at all. Alright, so now let's go ahead and head over. Whee! We have this very far away camera view. There we go. Okay. And then a hydrogen tank that's ever so slightly more empty than it was. Let's go to gold base, not anywhere else. Yay. Alright, once we get there, I'm going to go ahead and... Oh, I have to remove that one merge block, or else it's going to be built. Okay, so we're gonna find these guys ignore mode. The bobs on here. We might just call them number 1 bobs. I don't know. Use ignore color. Let's go ahead and just get out of here. Go into here. We'll pick red. Red is this bob's current ignore color. It's going to be irritating in the future when I figure that out. Use ignore color. Pick the build color. Then we'll go ahead and tell it to ignore all of this, which is just that and this merge block. It should already be... Armor block should already be so low on priority that it doesn't matter, but just want to make sure. Okay. So now we'll go ahead and kick on those bobs and see how it goes. Number 6. Turn on the bobs. Which they are on. Yay. So grab all this material so I can float around, and now we're just waiting. There we go. There the bobs go. Alright, cool. So once one of these pistons and the merge blocks are done, I will go ahead and shove it over. And then once it's connected, we can move it over above the gold and restart this little process. Oh, I also have to... You know what? I might as well cut this down while the bobs are building the rest of the ship. Or the rest of the base. And that'll be fine. Alright. Wonderful drills. I love when all the drills work. It'd be very nice if I would have done it so I could add more of this ice, but I think we're pretty good on ice again. I'm going to use the outside one because these clouds of dust are very large. Let's go and turn around. Just keep mowing different layers down. It's kind of like you're mowing a lawn. Alrighty then, I think we're almost there. This should be just a little bit more and then I'll be able to scoot the drills out. But I first have to connect them. I forgot about that. But once I've connected the drills, then I can scoot them out so that we can be over the gold ore instead of next to it. So we've done very well at making a pile of stone. If only that was the goal. Okay. So let's go ahead and we got 40 minutes. We'll just sit here. Let's go ahead and connect and just wait. Oh, hey, it's building something else. Oh, it never finished the pistons. Oh, good job, Bob. Good job. Never finishing the pistons. Even though I thought I had all the materials I need. I do, it just isn't finishing them. Let me do it. There we go. I did it. I did accidentally add those large steel tubes into there. That's okay. We don't need those, so we can't activate the merge blocks. Wonderful. One of the bobs can't push large steel tubes. One of them can. Yes, I took those large steel tubes and I put them in the piston head. Because, yep, okay. I'm going to go grab some large steel tubes. I'll be back. I have returned. Going to go ahead and build these merge blocks. Okay. There. Now I can do this extension. We'll do it at 0.2, just so it's a little bit quicker. Yay! Gonna do a merge. Once it's merged, I'll lop all this off and we'll be good. And merged. Okay. So we can go ahead and turn that off. Then I can go ahead and weld these up because I just need steel plates. I don't know what its deal is not having enough steel plates, but that's fine. We'll just kind of hop in here. It has enough steel plates. Why isn't it? That's fine. There we go. And there we go. Okay, nice and done. Now I can lop this off safely, I think. Okay, there we go. I'll go ahead and drop all these in the bob and tell it that it's okay to build armor blocks, even though there's nothing near enough to build all these armor blocks. Yeah, that's fine. We'll just leave them alone. I'm just gonna lop these guys off. There we go. We have an extended piston, or we have an extended drill. Cool. These drills are very versatile, and they're not of my design. Let's go ahead and extend that out. Let's go for the full 5, and not 5 on the second one because that's going to get very explodey very quickly. We'll do a 2. Let's go 2 meters a second. Not 2 divided by something, just 2. Alright, let's turn the HUD back on. Oh, that looks right. That looks right. Looks like we're right over it now. Okay. Now, we can go ahead and start it up again and get some gold, hopefully. Oh, I put the cargo containers wrong. Doesn't matter. Alright, let's go to the drills. Activate the drills. Let's go to the pistons. These pistons. We'll call these extension pistons, or across pistons. There we go, just like the pistons across of old. Okay, that one too. Cross piston 2. Then we'll just leave them out. Okay. You guys, oh wait, we just put the inertia tensor on these, so it's a little bit more rigid. Then we'll go ahead and let those reverse at 0.04. Or is it 004? Nope, that's 44. 004. There we go. Alright, the drills did not turn on for whatever reason. Drills on, please. Thank you. Alright, we're gathering more material. I turned on all the drills. Oh, I turned on the drills on the ship. Oops. Well, it's a good thing that it didn't destroy anything while I was there. Alright, now we're going again. We can go ahead and leave, and we'll be good. So, gold base is repaired. It is now digging in the correct area. We can head back to sublimation base, and I will do some experimenting when I have a few minutes here and there to figure out how I want to do the not the duck ship, the new duck ship, the Mars landing duck ship. Because I want to take Frank. I want to be able to like dock him to it because I still love Frank. It's just so sad that he's sitting there without thrusters or anything. But for now, this will have to be its. So let's go ahead and dock before I mess anything up. Oh, see everyone. Happy engineering.